This is Soni Aralynn, and you are now listening to the Anime Assembled podcast with your host, Indy Uchiha and John Forsaken Powers.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Boys and girls, anime lovers, A-plussers, and nerd mixers. It is your boy, Indy Uchiha, and we are here for another episode of Anime Assembled. We got some great news for you guys. Some stuff that we think y'all might not have been privy to, and then some stuff that's been slapping us in the face like a cold fish out of water. That is a horrible analogy. But you know, I can't do this without my homie, my human manga encyclopedia, John Forsaken Powers. What's up, homie?
What's going on, bro? What's going on? It's good to be back.
Whew, early morning, bro. Early morning, bro. This is rough.
Oh, God. Oh,
this
yeah,
is
dude.
a rough one.
Yeah, but we'll get it done. You know how we always do.
Yeah, we got to get it done because we do it for the people.
True.
All the people over the world.
It's because we love y'all.
Yeah. Oh, man. We're coming up on the end of a couple of shows. We got Black Clover. We got Attack on Titan. Oh, man.
Don't do that.
I literally just started watching 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know why I did that to myself, but I literally just tapped into the anime. And
you're a couple seasons, man.
Yeah, I'm a couple seasons back, but you know how quick I run through stuff. But man, I don't know if I'm getting sick and tired of OP protagonists or not, because I'm just sick of dudes like the hero already being like uber powerful. It's just, weird.
You might have picked the wrong show to watch, my guy. 7 Deadly Sins. I hate to tell you, but that's pretty much all of them. Even the villains, there's crazy. Like everybody's just so over. So I don't even know if you can even consider them OP anymore. Because if everybody's OP, does that mean everybody's normal then in the show? But like everybody that you're talking about and everybody you look at is crazily over the top OP in that show.
But it's a great show.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
It's a great show. I'm digging. I dig the animation. I dig the I just dig everything about it. I dig how they tell the story. Although the lead character is somebody who's probably gonna get canceled like Pepe Le Pew, but you know they do things different in Japan, so maybe not. We'll see what happens. Fingers
crossed, man. You know, maybe we'll get lucky and you know they kind of leave them alone.
Yeah, definitely. But I understand. I understand why it's happening, but I look around like, damn, a lot of these characters that I like. Ugh. And then I think, what does that say about me as a person?
Yeah, it's a little concerning. Yeah. I'm right there with you, dude. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, because even Goku back in the Dragon Ball days.
When he was young Goku, when he first showed up. Oh
yeah, Goku going through puberty.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we got some news for you. We want to start with some news we got off of Crunchyroll, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that.
A studio that you're very, very, very you talk about the studio a couple of times.
Well,
Studio Wit.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. I mean, everybody talks about Studio Wit. I mean, if you talk about Attack on Titan, you're talking about Attack on Titan seasons 1 through 3. You're talking about Studio Wit. So
okay,
you know.
Well, yeah. Well, everybody's talking about Studio Mappa like they used to talk about Studio Wit, but Wit Studios returns for the new or whatever that says because I can't read because of how early in the morning it is. Wit Studio returns for new The Girl from the Other Side feature-length anime adaptation for March 2022. Look, my birthday just can't stop getting better. We're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're getting the Snyder Cut for Justice League, and we're getting a new Wit Studio anime movie. Alongside the release of the final chapter, Anagabi's award-nominated manga series, The Girl from the Other Side of Japan today, it was announced that the series will be adapted into a feature-length original animation DVD produced by Wit Studio, who is coordinating a Kickstarter campaign for the anime. A teaser trailer key visual and lead cast and staff were revealed for the adaptation. I have peeked into this anime, with studio and directors Yotaro Kubo and Satomi Tana are returning to the franchise after originally animating a 10-minute OAD that was bundled with the manga's 8th volume in September 2019. Kuba and Tani are also working on a character design and screenplay for the Girl from the Other Side feature. The staff members include, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because
True.
I'm 110%. I'm 110% for this. Is there any background that you want to give us on this manga, and why did they choose a Kickstarter DVD feature release rather than like a full-fledged anime?
So this is one of the shows that I actually don't have a whole lot of information about. I kind of stumbled upon it. I haven't done a full like big amount of research on this show, but I have a feeling the reason why they did the OAD versus just a full blown anime is more or less cost wise. So from my understanding, I believe it'll be cheaper in order to do an OAD versus a full blown anime season, just because one, depending on how many episodes they do for the OAD doesn't necessarily have to have the traditional 12 episodes or the 24 episodes or however many episodes that they want to go about it. On top of that, it's they already have that 10-minute OAD that they've already did, so they don't necessarily have to do a full blown project with it. It really just depends on how they wanna spring it. It's coming out with the manga, so I mean it makes sense that since they started off with the OAD, that they're keeping it with that format versus going from one format to the other. Maybe I don't know, just how the animation style is, how the storyline is. Maybe it can't really work like a traditional anime. They have to do a different type of format. So it's definitely going to be interesting seeing it as an OAD versus a traditional anime in terms of a traditional anime season, for sure.
And for those who don't know what an OAD is, what's an OAD?
It's an original animation DVD. You actually in the reading when you were reading the little snippet, it actually broke it down for you. OAD.
I missed it. I feel dumb.
No,
Because
you're good.
I was asking for a friend when I was really asking for myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Right, no,
OAD. I was like, are they trying to make a bomb? Like
no.
it threw me off a little bit.
No, for sure. But it look from what I've seen of it, cause like I said, I feel bad because normally I'm on top of this stuff, but I actually don't know a whole lot about this one. I just know that it's from Studio Wit. It's coming out next year, and on top of that, it looks beautiful. The story seems interesting enough. Basically, it looks like there's this girl in the forest, and there's some type of dark figure who could possibly be Death, who could possibly be like the Grim Reaper. We don't really know, or at least the manga readers would know. I don't, but
don't spoil it for us, manga readers. Let us find out on our own.
Come on now, nobody likes spoilers. I mean, unless if you ask for them, but we're not. But it looks beautiful. It brings me back to. This is going to be weird, but going back to Attack on Titan, seasons 1 through 3, we have those certain moments that kind of have like that very earthy, kind of serious look to it. And this, at least the art and stuff that I've seen for it, kind of gives me that feeling as well.
Dope. I'm looking forward to it. I want to check out and see what it's all about. Might actually go check out the manga just to see.
Fair enough.
Just to see if it's something that I guess worth purchasing. So I'm guessing I have to purchase the DVD.
Possibly. I mean, I'm sure they'll have it online somewhere.
Or kickstart, I guess. Like help them kickstart what's going on or something.
Yeah. It's probably, see, that's what I'm saying. It's probably just because, like cost wise, it might be cheaper in order to run it as an OAD versus a full anime season. Because it looks like that the manga and everything like that. It seems like it's an up and coming kind of thing. It's not something that has that kind of big backing, that has that big, money foundation to work off of. So that's why, it might be that might be why that they're running it that way. So, granted, I'm not too sure. I don't really know the difference, as to why people run the OAD versus, just a traditional anime season. But that seems, more than likely, that's usually what kind of makes or breaks an anime, whether it's either it has the money to run it or it needs the money to run it.
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Let's put it that way.
Of course. It looks beautiful.
But I'm looking more forward to the next article we got right here.
Okay.
Because it's something that's going to be something that I've been waiting on ever since, because I have to give you credit. You put me onto this anime.
I put you on a lot.
And it from a search. Okay. My phone wants to talk to me. I said anime and it was like, we'll do a search. But the Rising of the Shield Hero. And okay. I'm fairly new to this. I watched the first season and I'm one of them who got mad that it wasn't immediate second season. But we finally have something said about season 2 of Rising of the Shield Hero, and it has been confirmed for release date this year.
Mm-hmm.
Clap it up. Among the manga and anime, the Rising of the Shield Hero season 2, the isekai,
yeah.
Isekai genre. What is isekai?
It's when someone dies in, I guess, the real world, and then they get a second chance at life in a new world. Most of the time, that new world is a fantasy, kind of supernatural type of world. Like,
so similar to I'm a Spider, So What, and
exactly.
Other stuff that we really, really like.
Exactly, yeah. Something where you start off in like, well, since a lot of these start off in Japan, so like, first they're a regular Japanese person. They die from whatever fate. I know that time I got reincarnated as slime. He gets stabbed. Some people, they meet the infamous and notorious truck coon is what they've been calling it, where a truck literally just runs them over. There's a whole bunch of ways that you get isekai, but it's usually unfortunate or random events that cause you to die, and then you come back to life. Bam, you're in a fantasy world. There's beast people. There's magic. There's I don't even know. There it's medieval times again for some reason. That's a big play on it a lot of the times too. So
okay. Well, let's get back into this article. Thanks for that, and thanks for. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in the background going, "Thank you." The isekai genre is becoming more and more popular. This may seem strange because the common factor is that all the characters transport into some other world. Well, the definition was right there. Yet the reason for its popularity is that we can get to see different worlds and stories. We cannot ignore the number of characters we get to see and the action that keeps us glued. There are lots of isekai anime that you can watch, like ReZero, Starting a Life in Another World, and Saga of Tanya the Evil. But the one that is currently standing out and fans are keenly awaiting is the Rise of the Shield Hero. Its first season was appreciated well by fans, and now the new season is about to arrive. The Rising of the Shield Hero was originally a web novel. It ran from 2012 to 2015 on the website
Shosetsuka ni Naro.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Later, Media Factory adapted the series into light novels, and now 22 volumes are out. A manga adaptation is also running since 2014. Kinema Citrus adapted the series into a 25-episode anime, which broadcasted in 2019. The Rising of the Shield Hero is a multi-dimensional story where all the characters possess a different facet and bring their own edge to this tale. The dramatis persona wear their characters so well that they end up making the Rising of the Shield Hero the best isekai anime to date. The protagonist of the story is Nafume, a carefree boy who is called into another world. Nafume has accumulated newfound confidence under the pressure of saving the world by defeating obstacles. He is not alone. There are 3 other men who enter the other worlds. The kingdom recruits them as cardinal heroes who fight waves of monsters. While other members get offensive weapons, Nafume gets a powerful shield. Things don't go well for Nafume. Well for him, as Nafume is looked down upon by the kingdom as the and the other heroes. That makes sense. Early in the morning reading is tough. He does not he does not even get the resources for training. Malty, the only person who stood by him, falsely accuses him of sexual assault and steals all of his belongings. Now, all by himself, he struggles to train until he buys a demon. I forgot how to pronounce her name. Raptalia. Yep. And an egg. Raptalia is again strong, another strong character from the narrative who is much more than a jaw-dropping, beautiful face, as she has got impressive powers and is fallen for Nafume. The egg later hatches into a monster who is named Philo. Love Philo. Together, the 3 now work and gain respect of the people. In conclusion, the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 again period around the protagonist Nafume, who's called into the parallel world along with 3 other young men from a parallel universe to become the world's leading heroes and brawl against the throng of monsters known as waves. Now, I think one of the things that really got me when it came to this is that I'm a proponent of playing Horde in Gears. I love the wave concept of fighting enemies, so it's pretty cool. Are you as hyped as I am for season 2 of Rise?
I think I might be even more. I don't like doing this, but I feel like I'm even more hyped just because I know what's coming. Because I'm current on the manga right now, so I know the arc that they're going to be going into. And you thought at the end of season 1 was a glow up for Naofume. He has an even bigger glow up coming up real soon, and even more so we get to dive into some more interesting characters that we actually haven't even been introduced. Of course, they got to introduce new characters with a new season. Even more so, we actually get to kind of get down into the nitty gritty of what really is the cardinal heroes a little bit, as well as the whole reason why they're fighting between, and from season 1, there was the vassal heroes versus the cardinal heroes. So we actually kind of get to see the breakdown as to why the 2 are fighting. And I think, it's going to be really good. They did really well with season 1, the animation, the the story wise that they did with it. They followed the manga for the most part fairly well. So I'm hoping we'll be able to bring that back to the plate come season 2. I believe I was seeing something saying it was going to be around October or so, the fall anime season. So it's going to be really good. I'm really excited for when it comes back. It was, that this was one of my shows when it was still airing. So I'm really geeked, my dude. I'm really geeked about it.
Yeah, that's big ups. I can't wait for this to come back. I really dig this season. And I dug the first season, and I'm super hyped for a second one.
Oh yeah. See, what I'm curious about to know if whether they're going to go with a another full season, like another 24 to 25 episodes versus a half season, because I know that some shows that they go from doing a full like 24 episodes and then the next season's like 12 episodes, and then or they'll do like 2 parts. They'll do like season 2 part 1, season 2 part 2, and I don't know if whether that's due to the anime catching up to the manga itself, or maybe it's just to make it easier on the animators, because it is a lot to do and everything like that. So it gives them a little break in between story wise. They could take like like the Christmas break, kind of like how school does and everything. So hopefully, I'm curious to see how they'll do it, whether it'll just be another full string of 24 episodes or if it will be like a 12 episode anime. Another thing that I'm really curious about is how they're going to break it up, because a lot has happened from the end of season 1 to where we are currently in the manga. It's possible that they might have to, once they end season 2, depending on how long it is, they might have to take a hiatus, just like how Black Clover is taking a hiatus after episode 170 comes out. I know, but it's just like, because the anime is catching up with the manga, there's not going to be enough source material, so it could either go one of two ways. They can either throw in a bunch of filler so that the manga can speed up, which a lot of the time, sometimes filler isn't bad, don't get me wrong, I do like my filler, but at the same time I also dislike filler because I want to know what happens with the real story. So they could go that route, or they could do what Black Clover's doing. They're taking a hiatus for however long, more than likely it'll probably be like maybe 1 to 2 years, so that they can do another big season. I know Fairy Tail did that back in the day when Fairy Tail was still airing. So they're doing that with Black Clover. I have a feeling that they might have to do that with Rising of the Shield Hero, simply just because the manga, as big, there's only like, I think there's 74 or something chapters of Rising of the Shield Hero. So I wouldn't say there's not a whole lot of source material, but there's not as much source material as, like, for instance, Black Clover, who's on chapter 100 and whatever, or 200 whatever. So,
okay.
Well, it'll all work itself out. Who knows? Maybe the mangaka for Rising the Shield Hero might start pumping chapters out left and right. We don't know. It really depends on how everything plays out. But all I know is I'm excited for what's to come. I'm super excited to see what's going to come about with this new season, the new chapters that come out, even whether they will be included, because there's still, it's March now. If it's coming out later this year, maybe in the fall, ? There's still quite a bit of time before, so there's plenty of chapters that could come out before then. So.
Right. We have another anime that you suggested, that we got here, an article from comicbook.com that you seem really hype about right now.
Yes. So Vindication.
Let's get into this article and let you fanboy out for a second. The Devil is a Part-Timer returns for season 2. The popular anime series The Devil is a Part-Timer officially announced a second season 8 years after its initial conclusion. The popular anime series, known in English as The Devil is a Part-Timer, is returning for a second season 8 years after its original conclusion. The Devil is a Part-Timer season 2 was announced at the Kadakawa. I messed that completely up. I'm gonna get this down. Corporation's Light Novel Expo. The first trailer and key art for the new season has been released, the former of which confirms the return of original Japanese voice cast. That being said, no plot details or release date are available at this time, nor has it been confirmed if the original English cast shall be returning as well. So I was going to go down into the description of what this is, but you know what? I would rather that you give us a description of this anime right quick.
Oh boy. Okay. I see what you're doing. All right. So, this show basically, there's this parallel world, right, from Japan. This is where the devil, who is reigning king, and basically not many people like him, even though he's actually a pretty stand-up guy. Granted, he is the devil king, and he kind of kills people and stuff, but that's besides the point. We're not worried about that. But anyways, so that red-haired lady, she's actually one of the heroes that is sworn to fight and defeat the devil, i.e., that dude who looks like he's in a copyrighted McDonald's employee outfit. But yeah, so a lot of things happen. There's this big old fight. Everything's going crazy, and the devil, he manages to escape with one of his subordinates to a new world so that he can build up his strength again and then come back and reclaim his throne. But then he kind of gets stuck, and it turns out he's in Japan, and he is stuck basically just trying to live every day. It's totally different from his normal day-to-day life back in the old world that he comes from. So now he has to pick up a part-time job at a fast food restaurant, i.e. the change in the outfit that he's wearing. It looks like I said, like an off-brand McDonald's employee outfit. Nothing wrong with McDonald's, but that's like the stereotypical fast food restaurant look, right? So yeah, literally he becomes a part-timer at this job in order to basically pay for a living in order for him to survive with his subordinate in this new world, and at the same time him trying to make his way back to the old world, and he's just kind of experiencing something new. And it's super funny, it's super interesting. Plot twist about it is that red-haired girl who was the hero actually follows him from the old world to this new world, and so there's a whole bunch of like funny tropes that happen between the two of them, and it's just super interesting. A lot of the times these kind of shows, they kind of go for a more actiony adventure type of show, where it's usually someone from Japan gets transported to this fantasy RPG like world, but they were like, let's flip it, we're gonna do it in reverse, and it's super great. I actually really loved the show when it first aired. I was very sad to see that there was no season 2, and now after this long time coming, this long wait, we finally get that season 2, and I'm super excited about it. I have nothing but good hopes for this show. There's nothing more to say. I'm super geek. I love it when a lot of these older shows, they come back and they get that second season. There's a lot of shows that are like that either maybe it came out at the wrong time, or it just didn't have enough going for it in terms of like the fan base or whatever. But it's always nice to see a continuation of that show. So I'm super hyped. So I think one thing that's going to be a little concerning about the show though is simply for at least the dubbed viewers, just because like it said in the article, they haven't reconfirmed the original English voice cast for the dubbed version. I'm super hyped that they're bringing back the Japanese sub, because it's always weird when you get a new season and the voice actor is different, or obviously it's like how Inuyasha for the dub casting. It's a little weird because they couldn't bring back all of the dubbed voice actors. So, it's going to be weird if, it's going to still be good, but it'll be weird for some of those dubbed viewers, just because, if it's a new voice and they're already kind of ingrained, like this is how that person sounds, it makes it hard. It's even just like trying to switch from watching a show subbed to dubbed, or vice versa from dubbed to sub. It gets really hard. Like when I first started watching Inuyasha, I watched it dubbed, growing up. And right now, just going back to revisit the show, I'm watching it subbed, and it is extremely different in terms of what it's still great. It feels weird, not hearing that traditional voice that I have ingrained in my head.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it. Most of the shows that you flower over like this turn out to be really, really great shows. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna go back and check out that first season to see what all the hype is about. Because there's a lot of people. 8 years for something to come back after 8 years, and people that have this much excitement.
Hell yes, dude.
There's definitely a big deal about it. Well, guys, we have one more thing we want to talk about today, and I'm pretty sure everybody who is in the anime has heard about this. And y'all probably gonna start calling us something writers. I'm not gonna say the other word because we're a PG family over here, but Studio Mappa.
Oh, okay.
It
All right, I'm okay with this.
is added again, but this time for Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Mappa, Netflix's historic samurai anime series, Yasuke, premieres worldwide on Netflix April 29th.
Super
Man,
hyped.
the original, and this comes from us from Annie Radio Plus, the official Twitter of the animation studio Mappa and Netflix announced on Tuesday that a new Netflix original anime series is premiering this April. Yasuke, a new action fantasy period drama, is set to premiere worldwide exclusively on Netflix. Netflix is really stepping their anime game up as of late. On April 29th, 2021, this series is listed with 6 episodes. I'm hoping 6-hour-long episodes.
Yes, that's gonna kill me if it's only 30 minutes.
The Yasuke original series is created by series creator, producer, and director LaShawn Thomas, Cannon Busters. Mappa is animating and producing the series with Takeshi Koike.
Takashi Koike.
I was close.
Yeah, you're close. Yeah.
As the series director, Flying Lotus co-written the scripts and also serves as the executive producer alongside Lakeith Stanfield. Flylo also is in charge of music composition. The cast includes Lakeith Stanfield as Yasuke. That look at that.
He's so just this just the character art, man, dude. Come on now. Just that first one with him walk, he's got the swag walk, like, yeah, I'm badass, you ain't gotta say nothing about it. I already know. It's okay.
Puts Samurai Jack to shame.
Oh man.
Puts Rurouni Kenshin to shame.
Dude, he's so clean. Look at him.
He might even put the Afro Samurai to shame.
He's definitely on par with them. All of them. Like, come on, look at that. Just that little still art, the little screenshots that they clipped.
The series tells the story of a black samurai warrior who must return to his life of swords fighting and violence in order to protect a mysterious young girl from dark forces.
Ooh.
This look at him unsheath that sword. Look at the muscles. Look at the muscles.
His abs have abs, and I'm upset.
His abs have abs. Yeah.
I'm upset.
What more have you heard about this? And are you, as an anime fan, excited for Netflix, somebody who's not known for anime? I mean, we saw a couple of original things. I really dug the Godzilla and some other stuff that it does. That's actually why I'm watching Seven Deadly Sins right now. But what do you think about this and Netflix trying their own, as they have been of late, of getting more original anime onto its platform?
First for Netflix, kudos to them because obviously anime is a big thing right now. It is a great power move for them to actually put anime on their streaming platform as like one of the big things. It makes it easier and more accessible, especially for Westerners such as us, in order to gain access to anime, because it's back when we were first watching anime, it was kind of just like whatever was on TV, and then slowly it kind of like a lot of people, they use illegal streaming sites, unfortunately, which it's fortunate for them that they get to watch it, but it hurts the people who have to animate and who have to make the show happen, because they don't get paid, right? But it gives us more access legally wise, like for instance, because we have Crunchyroll, we have Funimation, but now and that was kind of it. But now we have Crunchyroll, Funimation, Hulu, Netflix. We have HBO Max has a couple anime titles on it. I think they have the whole collection of Studio Ghibli films on there. We have VRV. We have Anime Labs, which is another streaming service. We have Retro Crush that just recently came out for classic animes, from my understanding. So just being able to see all of these new streaming apps or streaming sites and just anime sites, that give us access to all these shows, it's always nice to see. And it gives us more opportunities for certain shows to come alive, off the paper onto the big screen. It's by having more studios out there working on bringing anime to life and everything like that. It's heartwarming, because like I said, there's more opportunities for certain shows to come to life. There's certain shows that they're actually making, like Netflix. They made this one show that me and my girlfriend watched together. It was what was it? It was the original animation or something like that. Basically, it was about a killer and everything. It was good. But it was a Netflix original. It wasn't something that they kind of just like picked up, like like Full Metal Alchemist or something like that. That's already been out and stuff. They made it original themselves. There was the Blood of Zeus, which was also a Netflix original. That was also really good. They're kind of paving the way, like saying, hey, it doesn't necessarily we have to wait for Japan to make the shows. We can make shows ourselves. And then on top of that, we don't have to wait for an anime to already be finished airing on Crunchyroll or something like that and then try to get the licensing for it. We can pull it ourselves too. And it makes it nice for us, but also the downside is there's a lot of paid subscriptions that I'm subscribed to, so it kind of hurts that way. But overall, it's a good thing.
And Netflix feels like it keeps going up.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at all the shows that they put out and all the shows that they're trying to do. They even have, granted, I'm cautious about it just because the original creators for it, but they're bringing back Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix.
Yeah.
Super hyped for it. Concerned that the original creators left the project, but at the same time, we might not have ever gotten another Avatar: The Last Airbender. We might not have gotten to see that universe again if it wasn't for Netflix trying to bring it back. Who knows? I can't really see into the future like that. But, at least we do know that we're going to be able to see it thanks to Netflix.
Yeah,
and so there's solo shows.
That story was so big that we actually covered it on an episode of A Plus Hero Report. So Netflix is really sinking their teeth into it. This 6 episodes, this is hoping they're like at least 45 minutes long a piece.
It's gonna hurt.
I am definitely going to check this out. This is binge worthy. This is like a Sunday. This is a Sunday getting up before we do Hero Report and watching this. Yeah, that's what this is right now. Get up at 6 o'clock in the morning just to make sure I can be done by the time we start Hero Report.
And if they have the animation style that they did with, like for instance, Blood of Zeus, or on par with like some of the other historical animes that are out there, like Samurai Champloo and Afro Samurai and stuff like that, they have beautiful fight scenes and art styles and animations to them. If they have something similar to that, or even like Sengoku Basara, which was another big historical anime back in the day, that played on, like samurais and all that stuff. If they have that kind of thing, this anime is going to go far. And even more so, it's historically relevant because it's actually, it's based off of true events. So that's another thing that's going for it. So for, like a history buff like myself, I'd love to see that. This is going to be even cooler for me because not only am I an anime fan, but I'm also a history fan. And so seeing both of them collide, it's just, it's great. It's beautiful.
Definitely. Can't wait to check this out, man. Can't wait to check this out. What was I trying to say? This is amazing, man. Well, we love to sit here and talk anime and manga with you guys every Saturday right here at A Plus Hero Report. You can also get the audio. Yes, we have audio only available only for our Patreon subscribers. That's right. A Plus Opinions has a Patreon. So show your support. We got $1, $5, and $10 tiers. We have great content over there. We have a Discord just for Patreon members, and Patreons get all the audio plus other stuff, special videos, character breakdowns, and everything. No. Go ahead and join. It's only $1.
Okay.
Check us out over there, man. Where can they find you at, John?
So currently, I'm trying my best, but I'm actually running the Instagram for Anime Assembled. So if you go on Instagram, I'm still new to this. I know it's really bad that I'm not one of those Instagrammer kind of people, but I'm working on it. So bear with me. But if you go to Instagram, you look up Anime Assembled, you will find us. I try to post on there every other day or so. Sometimes it takes me a little bit just because, it's hard to find something, that I'm really, hey, I want to share this. I want y'all to know versus, just spamming, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, a lot of things I want to post. But I don't want to just like spam every 5 minutes. Hey, check this out. So I try to make it more meaningful posts. So definitely go check them out. I'm gonna try my best to post more content. Maybe every other day, every day. Hopefully that's the goal. Is every day I'll post something, but I'm working on it.
It's no problem. It's no problem. Thank you for tuning in. Like he said, the Anime Assembled over on Instagram. You can see that up there at A+ Opinions, also on Instagram. Make sure you follow us. You can follow me personally everywhere at Nerd Mix Alpha, my man. You can definitely check that out. Search Indie Uchiha, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to your music. I got new music out. Hollywood Indiana sequel. The album digitally drops March 26th on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys check that out. We got Hollow Gang Bug, Here's to Life, dropping pretty soon. If you follow me on social media, you'll see everything we got going on over at Villain Radio, TCB, and Nerd Mix Music. And of course, you can always find me here every week doing reviews for The Flash, Batwoman, and on A+ Hero Report Sundays at noon Central Standard Time. We got big things going. So until next time, guys, we want to thank you for joining us. We will be back next Saturday with more content for you guys, because the anime world never stops delivering.
Oh, never.
It's always something new. You know what I'm saying? Anime is the new pop culture.
Right. It really is. But,
See you guys soon, and appreciate you. Thanks to Soni Aralynn, because we love our intro and outro.
It's beautiful.
You're amazing. Make sure you go follow her.
Yeah, for real. And thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
Definitely. Keep it A+.
This is Soni Aralynn, and you are now listening to the Anime Assembled podcast with your host, Indie Uchiha and John Forsaken Power.